Awesome. At the moment, Jasper, Daddy's watch is very old and it's actually held together with super glue, and the battery's a bit knackered and the screen is all scratched, and it's not the best looking watch you've ever seen in your life either.
But
so this is going to be a better watch. Let's check it out. Ooh, can't see it, hang on a minute. Right, brilliant, okay. I like it when people actually go to the trouble of creating relatively aesthetically pleasing packaging. Moto 360 Sport. It will be getting, apparently, the Android Wear 2.0. Also, while we're on the subject, this packaging that Amazon use, where they basically make a great big cardboard box and then stuff it full of paper, really annoying and extremely wasteful. Let's open it up. Right, so let's get the old one off and put the new one on, and hopefully it will be nice and comfortable and fit. Excellent. First thing to do with these things is always to put them on charge. I know some people say read the instructions, but I mean, do they even put anything in instructions these days? Charge your watch before using for the first time. I actually quite like hardware from Motorola. Jasper here's got a Motorola Zoom tablet. We've had it for ages and ages and ages and ages. One of the very first Android tablets ever. And it takes all sorts of drops and falls and doesn't seem to have any kind of an issue at all with it. In the past, I've never actually bothered having the Bluetooth on this. So there's basically only two features I ever use on this watch. There is the flashlight, which I find extremely useful, and the countdown timer, which I use all the time, especially when I'm cooking great big elaborate dinners, which happens on a regular basis. So those are the two features that I definitely need from any watch. Ooh, nice. It's obviously a wireless charging system they use here. I should really know all these things before I get stuff, but I don't. Slots in like that. I'm very excited about the potential of actually having a genuinely smartwatch. So we'll see if this is going to be genuinely useful or just annoying. On the upside, it has got a heart rate monitor, which I'm hoping will be quite handy. Charging. Okay, so now I just have to leave that for a couple of hours. Okay, Jasper, let's do something. I'm going to do something with Jasper now, I think.
I was looked everywhere for a big tractor outfit and the big tractor's trailer.
Did you find it?
No, I didn't find it.
Watch looks nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it looks quite nice, isn't it? A bit more of a grown-up English United Kingdom. I agree to the Motorola policy. Now I need to pair it with my phone. I've got a notification here that there's an Android Wear device available, so let's click on that and install Android Wear. I have a watch, so let's set it up. This looks like it might take a while, so I guess I will just... The plan is to go for a run. I was thinking of going outside, but it's already starting to get a bit on the dark side, so I might just wind up on the running machine.
Join the dark side.
Have you ever actually watched Star Wars?
Luke, you are my father.
Luke, you are my father is not an appropriate phrase at all. I think you mean I am your father, Luke.
That's what I meant, yeah.
What did I do to deserve such an uncultured wife? I need to put her on a course of Star Wars, Star Trek, what other essential viewing is there for any geek's wife? I want a moto body, baby. Yeah. It's on 74% charged. Haha, fully charged. Those are the LED lights that give it a heart rate monitoring capacity. It's nice and comfortable. Well, it's got the flashlight, so that's something. What it doesn't have is any kind of a Tesla hookup. I'm gonna have to spend some time with this and work out exactly how to do different things. Well, it's not on Android Wear 2.0 yet, it's on Android Wear 1.3. 22 steps. I've got some ways to go on that one. I always like it when a watch displays the face, even when it's not actually. Now, I'm going to try and compare my Fitbit to the new Moto 360 Sport, and we will see if the tally of steps and calories actually matches up. We're starting on 783 steps and 49 calories, and on this one we're starting on 2,186 calories. It's not going to give me the number of steps. That's handy. Okay, well the distance is 5.35 kilometers, and over here the distance is 0.66 kilometers. There we go, my run's finished. The running machine says 5.7 kilometers. Took me just a tiny bit over 30 minutes. This app says 5,778 steps, 36 calories. The Fitbit says 10.94 kilometers distance total for the day, calories 2761. As I can't remember what the original numbers were, I've no idea if they're sort of counting a similar thing or not. Later, after I've had my shower, we'll find out for sure. I've just realised there's a major problem with this whole comparison thing that I wanted to do. This thing will tell you how many calories you've burnt in sort of active calories, and then you've got a kind of base load calories, which it doesn't add into that. Whereas Fitbit, it tells you how many calories you've burnt, including the base load over your exercise period. So it's very difficult to make a comparison. Add to that the fact that the Fitbit didn't actually tell me how many steps I'd done to begin with. Not ideal. Soph's just got back from the shops, and I'm supposed to be doing some cooking. Well, putting a focaccia in the oven. So I think I probably better get on with that. If I was going to be a betting man, I'd say this is underestimating compared to Fitbit. And with Fitbit, if I enter my calories absolutely accurately and I burn them absolutely accurately and I keep them equal, then I lose weight. So Fitbit must be underestimating the amount of calories that I'm burning. Hello, good trip. Did you get rid of the chili egg?
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's one little bit of something we don't need sent off to a new home. Good news is, this watch is actually pretty good at its core job, which is being a watch. Flashlight and timer, it does those brilliantly. And it's pretty good with things like notifications and stuff. And I can use Google Now through it, which is pretty good. And on top of being relatively cheap, it's also going to get the Android Gear 2.0 update apparently. We're gonna have some food now. I've just got to do a few housekeeping things. Then we're gonna go off to my parents. Yes, it absolutely would be helpful if the light was actually round the charge port, as it is in the newer Teslas. Before I go to bed, which is like right now, Jasper's already fast asleep. He basically fell asleep immediately, which is good. One thing I've noticed which is brilliant about this watch, I can use the voice activation on it to make calls while I'm driving. The built-in Tesla voice recognition still leaves an awful lot to be desired. It really isn't great. It turns the music off when you use it, and still most of the time it gets stuff wrong. Whereas Google, even with the music still going in the background, gets it right. So that's definitely a thumbs up. I hope you've all enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it and subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram if you don't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog. Bye. I couldn't do an easy comparison though, unfortunately, between the calories and steps. I tried. My Fitbit isn't set up to tell me how many steps are on the screen. What I need to, next time I go for a run, I'll take a proper note of how many steps the Fitbit app and the watch say I'm starting on, and then at the end, I will compare them and we'll see what we've got.